Okay, I call the meeting to order at 5:27.
Braddock,
Present?
Hobart Collis.
Here.
Jensen, McConnell,
Here.
Meckus,
Yep.
Atkins, Schwint.
Here.
Okay, second item on the agenda, the consent calendar. So we'll entertain a motion to accept the consent calendar.
I so move.
I will second.
Any discussion? Okay, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Actually, it's a roll call.
Abstaining because I wasn't here.
Okay,
Jensen, Hobart Collis, Schwint,
Yes.
McConnell,
Yes.
Meckus,
yes,
Braddock,
Can I abstain because I wasn't?
no, sure,
Okay.
Atkins.
okay. Move to new business. Anything there, any? Old business, okay. Old business,
Can I make a motion for something to be added for old business next time?
It would be new business, and you do that during board information, item number 6.
Okay.
yeah. So under old business, do we have any comment on the chief's feedback? None?
I think the chief was gonna look into the officer one.
Yeah,
We can change it.
if you're gonna do numbers or the letters.
Like we talked about, I think it was kind of, this is the way we've always done it, and they wanted, there's really no, we don't do our record keeping internally with that number. We obviously know the identities, so there would be no reason for us to continue doing that.
So one of the difficulties I had this time was the chief's report used the obscure number, whereas the videos used officer 1 and 2. And so I found myself constantly taking notes of which was which when I was matching things up. And so I think the officer 1, officer 2 is much easier to keep track of as we're reading reports and watching videos. So I guess my opinion is I would rather see that carried through to the chief's report just for ease of keeping my mind around who's who and what the report's referencing and such.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that,
So you'll
that's
start
fine.
doing that then in your reports? Okay.
Okay, we'll move on to item number 5, public comments of items on the agenda. Public comment? Okay, none. Any information from board members? Is this a time to add new items
Mm-hmm.
or Maureen? I mean, Jared.
I was just interested in, the newspaper had that article about the police department and the sheriff's department sharing the same building outside of town. I would be interested in getting more information and how you feel about that, how it would work.
Sure.
Do you have a concern about that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not outside of town. I'm just going to tell you that. The spot we're looking at is not, but.
It's not a block from where I live now.
Right.
And just how the authority would work back
Sure.
and forth, who's in charge.
Understood. Gotcha.
We can talk.
Okay, that'll be for the next meeting. I'll be on the,
On the agenda for next time.
And just, we're not gonna talk about it, but there is a CJCC, which is Criminal Justice Coordinating Committee, and that group sole purpose is to talk about the jail. And now that we're talking about doing together, so if you wanted to, and those are public meetings, and I'm sure there's video of them online.
The last one was excellent. The last video gave so much information.
So that would be a source of information on your own if you want to look at that too. They meet monthly, and we've been meeting for about 6 to 8 months. So.
Okay, thank you.
okay. Well, we'll get to the point where we introduce our new member, Maureen Braddock.
Hello.
Hello.
You want to go around and introduce yourselves to her?
Okay, I'm Saul Makers.
I'm Jerry McConnell. Jerry?
Hi, Dave Schwint. So I've been on the board since July of last year and worked for the police department previously.
I remember, yeah.
And you know me.
Jessica Hobart.
Jessica. Are you related to Jerry and Tom? No. Okay.
And I'm Pat Ford. I'm not on the board. I've been counsel for, gosh, almost 15 years, I think.
Did you write all that?
No,
I was going to compliment you something.
no, that was in place before I came aboard, so.
Good. Okay. Item number 8, the meeting schedules and future agenda. So any objection to amendments to the meetings scheduled as listed?
I will probably not be here on August 12th. But I got a thing that should let me get Wi-Fi up at the cabin, so we'll see if it works.
So I'll ask the board for a vote on the meeting dates. Any motion?
I don't know that we do unless we make changes.
Yeah, it's only if changes are made. Do you make a motion and vote?
I will do just as soon as. Executive session. We'll need a motion for that.
I motion to move to executive session.
Second,
I will second.
okay, been seconded. Any objections? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None, okay, so we're now into executive session. So the next item is somewhat contentious. Is about-
So no, you would just be motioning and seconding and voting again on tabling 2409
Okay.
till the May.
So, well, I'll make the motion to table 24-09.
Second.
McConnell,
Yes.
Meckus,
Yes.
Atkins, Schwint,
Yes.
Braddock,
Yes.
Hobart Collis,
Yes.
Jensen. Okay.
Motion to adjourn,
I motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
second. Maureen, you have any objection?
No.